What's up, guys? Back in New York for a bunch of things the last couple of weeks. Haven't had a super lot of time or a chance to film a lot of it, but I'm going to try to put in a couple of things here. This is going to be a combination episode of Create, Connect, Repeat and a normal kind of update vlog. Everything kind of rolled into one video, so I hope you enjoy. I want to update you guys on some of the stuff I was doing. I want to update you guys on some of the really cool gigs that I've had so far this year, and I also want to jump on some stuff that I've been wanting to talk about in January, and it's been a little challenging to get it recorded, but I have time right now to make it happen. So here we go. So if you guys have been following me for a while, you probably already know that a big thing that I am a proponent of is setting goals, and always talking about setting goals at the beginning of the year. And it's mid-January now, and I'm recording this 2019. Over the new year, I was able to get a little beach time, relax time, and thinking time, and kind of sorted out what some of the new things that I want to do are for 2019. Some new projects that I'm thinking about, some new priorities that I'm thinking about, things that I want to make sure happen this year. So I think one of the great ways to be able to do that and achieve your goals is to try to hold yourself accountable. And what better way to hold yourself accountable than to tell a whole bunch of people about it? Some people want to keep their goals private, and usually, mine are to myself and a few close people, but I figured this year I wanted to let you guys in on the process. So I'm going to just kind of talk here and now about what's happening and what I'm trying to do this year, 2019. And hopefully it'll help me to keep on top of what I'm trying to do, and maybe it'll also help you to set your goals and hope to achieve them this year. So my system for kind of doing this is to sit down and take a couple days to think about it. I'm not going to get too much into all of that kind of stuff right now. If you don't know, I have a goal setting course, and I'll link it down below, that comes with a workbook, and it kind of goes through thinking about a couple different steps about your goals and your projects, but I don't want to bore you with all those details. So if you want to check it out, it's down below. And I updated it for 2019. That was the last project of 2018, was to make sure I got the goal setting course updated with a 2019 workbook. The course is more or less the same. If you grab it now, it's going to get updated each and every year. So what are my goals for this year? Well, I kind of break them up into a couple of categories, but first I want to talk that I'm definitely going to record a new Here and Now album this year. I have the concept already. I have a lot of the music written. And to go right along with that, I'm also going to try to do my best to document the process. So I'm going to try to find a time each week to do an Instagram live stream. So if you're not following on Instagram at Nick Finzer, you can go follow there and see what's going to be happening with that. I'm going to try to take some time to work on the music, writing the music, so you can kind of see over the next couple of months what that is all about. I don't know when that's going to be yet, so you'll just have to wait, because I don't know either. But that's something I definitely want to do this year. Secondly, I am going to revive the Dynamic Duo series. The Dynamic Duo series, if you don't know, was a series of videos that I was able to do with some of my friends here in New York, playing jazz tunes, playing their original music, doing a whole bunch of different things. But I want to reboot that, have a lot of people that I want to do it with, a whole new scene of people to even do stuff with at the University of North Texas now. So I want to just reboot that. So be on the lookout. My second goal for 2019 is to reboot that series. Something else that's on top of my mind is something I also wanted to update from a few years ago now. So a few years ago, 2013, right after I finished my master's degree at the Juilliard School, I started working for a whole year on my first ever book. And I happen to have one here. I'll show you guys. That book, which has a couple copies, signed copies left in my store. It's called Get Ahead. It's a practical guide for a developing jazz trombonist. If you don't know about the book, you can check it out. You can download a PDF of it. You can order a signed copy. I have 2 left or something like that. They're also print on demand through Amazon. So if you go on Amazon and just search Nick Finzer Get Ahead, you'll find a slightly cheaper one there that you can get sent directly to you. This came out in 2013. There's been a lot of educational material that I have put out between then and now. So I think it's time for a Get Ahead 2.0, or maybe it'll be called something else. So my third goal for 2019 is a new book based on taking next steps beyond Get Ahead. Piggybacking on that, if you don't know, I also run a virtual studio. And in the virtual studio, we post new lessons every single week. I really want to make the studio even more interactive. So I've given the students that are in there direct access to me via this, my phone, and to send videos back and forth to talk about trombone playing or whatever else stuff that they're working on. So my goal for this year is to, one, get at least another 10 to 20 students into the studio, and to keep the studio going. Obviously, we post a new lesson every week, but to be able to bring you even more direct one-on-one feedback. The lessons are posted on teachable.com, which is a virtual learning platform. We have a Facebook group where people can post stuff and we can get feedback. It's kind of like a studio class like we would have at a university, where all the trombonists get together and we talk, and people perform, and then you can talk about different ideas about how you might be able to get better, what things to improve on, all that kind of stuff. In a semi-public format. It's not open to the public, but it's open to everyone that's in the studio. But I was finding that some people weren't quite ready yet to do that. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to just give folks direct feedback right from. So just film yourself on your phone, text it to me, and then I'll send you a video back. And so that's the virtual studio update for 2019. For all my trombonist friends out there, I'm also planning to do 2 more books this year. It's maybe a little ambitious, but I got 12 months to go still, so I'm not discounting myself just yet. And really my goal is to get all these educational products done in time to be at the International Trombone Festival at Ball State University. So I will be there at the International Trombone Festival in Muncie, Indiana in July. So if you aren't coming yet, you should definitely come. It's going to be a fun time, and we're paying tribute to J.J. Johnson with my colleague from UNT, Tony Baker, along with Elliot Mason and Vincent Gardner and Ryan Keberly, some of my heroes of the trombone. So getting to share the stage with them again will be super, super fun. But I'm trying to get these books done by then. So not only the Get Ahead update, but a book of duets. I've been working, my students know this, I've been working on a few duets, and also the students in the virtual studio know this, that I've been working on some duets that are intermediate to advanced that also involve improvisation in a duo setting with 2 trombones. So not like a play along with rhythm section or the J and K duets where then you play along with the original or something like that, but no, something that's written specifically for 2 trombones that involves improvisation, 2 tenor trombones. So the kind of situation we are often most in, things that require you to improvise not only in like the soloing kind of sense, but also in an accompaniment sense. So I'm looking forward to keeping on working on those. And at the same time, I'm going to be putting out a book of etudes. I've started working on some etudes, 2 different styles of etudes. I'm not exactly sure how all this is going to shake out just yet, if it's going to be PDFs or books or I don't know what. So I would love to know what you guys think. So if you have an opinion about whether you like PDFs or hard copy books or what that would look like, leave me a comment below, because I would like to know. Mostly just because I want to be able to put it into a format that's most useful for people and the easiest to use. Some people, it's easy to use their iPad, and some people that's a pain in the neck and they want a hard copy book. So I want to know that. So those etudes and those duets are coming this year as well. So those are some of the biggest things for now. They're kind of my top 5 for 2019. When I break things down, I usually break things down month to month, and I have projects for each and every month of the year. And January's project is to document the goal setting process, to talk about the goal setting process. So there's a lot of little things that are going to be coming out along the way. But the one little snippet, the usual create, connect, repeat once a week Friday episode, the one thing to take away from this is, number 1, you need to set goals so you have an idea of the types of things you're trying to achieve, where you're headed, creating a path for yourself. I do that by planning at the end of the year, the transition, but you could do it at any time of the year. So if you're watching this at a different time, it could be any time. And the second thing is sometimes sharing your goals, your thoughts what you want to be working on with people will help to hold you accountable to actually doing it. And then some of these things that I've talked about, I've had on my vision board for years now, and it's time to make them happen. It's time to get it done. 2019 is going to be a great year. I'm really looking forward to getting all this stuff done. Looking forward to a lot of really cool opportunities this year. Going to Europe with Anat Cohen. We're recording a record this week, the second record for the Tentet. New Here and Now album for sure, out before the end of the year, out before the end of 2019. There's a secret project that I'm trying to record that I don't want to tell anybody about, so there's maybe a second recording this year. And plus all of the other things that I mentioned. The virtual studio, improving the experience for the students, the new book, the new etudes, the new duets, and all the other things that I talked about. So I hope you'll leave in the comments some of the things that you guys are working on. But this has been an episode, this has been Create, Connect, Repeat. This has been any different type of video that appears on this channel. I hope you'll subscribe if you're not already. Share it with someone that needs to see this. And really appreciate you being here. So we'll see you back here in a week or maybe even less. Ooh, and I forgot one more. I want to put together, if you didn't know, I'm presenting at the NAMM convention in a couple of weeks as part of the College Music Society's Next Gen, I think it's called, there, and putting together a presentation for that. And I really want to start putting together a presentation about music entrepreneurship, or I did something at the Jazz Congress last week, and talked a little bit with great drummer Matt Wilson, and I've been thinking about it ever since, and he said he doesn't like the word entrepreneur. It's because it's overused, which is probably true. Definitely is true. He likes to use the word impresario, so I'm trying to I want to become more of an impresario, and so my plan for 2019 is to also start doing more workshops and talks around things related to jazz, music, business, careers, and ways of utilizing the tools that we have to take advantage of building audiences, connecting with our audiences, and just making a life in the music in new ways that have never been available to us before as jazz musicians before 2019. So I'm really excited for that too. I forgot about that one, but that's a big one. Had to stop editing, come back and record this one little bit.